Hey guys, welcome into the show before the show. Slowly but surely, got people trickling in. Monday, December 16th. Glad you're with us. Joe, did you ever watch Yellowstone, my friend?
I haven't. I haven't even given it one
I loved
episode.
it.
No.
Finale was last night.
Was it?
Yeah.
I hear it's really good.
It was broadcasting excellence, in my humble opinion.
Nice. Even without Kevin Costner?
Yeah. Kevin who?
Oh.
I don't even... It just, yeah, absolutely. Well done, Yellowstone. Well done. Well done. Big weekend for Donald Trump as well. Thanks, guys, for liking, subscribing, sharing the show. Do we have chat up today, bud?
I was just looking at that. I don't see anybody in there, but it says we have viewers,
okay, good.
So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get that rocking and rolling. Glad everybody's with us. Get the show started here. You know, it's show before the show. We get it started in about 6 minutes, 7 minutes. We'll rock and roll from that standpoint. Hope everybody did have a good weekend. So Yellowstone was awesome. Loved seeing that. The NFL, more cheating scandals. Anyway, Lions lost, so that was a bummer. But I didn't think that they were going to be able to stop Buffalo with their defense, and they weren't. So all good there. Very, very interesting stuff. We're going to get into today. Lot of the drones, Project Bluebeam. We're going to talk about that coming up. A lot of the show in that, just because we're not getting answers. Big weekend for Donald Trump. No doubt about that. ABC's George Stephanopoulos and crew having, I repeat, having to pay Trump a lot of money. Good morning, Tanya. Glad to see you there. Hey guys, we're grateful you're here today. Good morning. Vic Faust here. Glad you're ready to rock and roll with us. Hey Joe, I'm sending you a picture, all right, buddy?
Okay.
I said that you checked earlier and you didn't see a picture that I'd sent, right?
Right.
All right, we're sending that to you right now. Thank you. Glad you guys are with us today. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing the show. It is Cancel This, of course, here Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 9 to 10 a.m. right now. Oh, thank you, Tanya. We appreciate it. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kimberly and everybody else who've jumped in on the show. Getting ready to rock things. If there's any other topics you guys want to talk about too, let us know. But man, it's been a long time since I actually would look forward to watching something on TV, Joe, because I'm so busy. Don't have the time.
Same.
But with Yellowstone, I got into it the last couple of years.
It seems like a really good show. It's something that I would probably be interested in. I just haven't had the time to give it a shot. It's kind of like Game of Thrones and a few other shows that everybody's seen.
I never got into Game of Thrones, but I heard that was absolutely amazing too. Just busy time.
Yep. I don't even get into video gaming anymore like I used to.
You were a video gamer?
I was. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and Black Ops.
Yeah, but well, the Fortnite stuff is crazy right now.
I'm not a big Fortnite. Those are for kids.
I know several adults that play it and love it.
Oh yeah, of course.
The Fortnite, baby. All throughout. Hope everybody had a good weekend. You can feel free to jump in on the People's Podcast platform as well, where you can watch on X, on Rumble, on Facebook as well. You can catch our social media content on Instagram and Facebook as well every day, YouTube as well. Grateful for you guys jumping in today. Thanks for liking and subscribing, letting people know what's going on. We do have the shows Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and who knows? We're getting a lot of feedback. We'll try. Maybe we'll be doing it every day. We'll see. Joe, do you know what episode this is today for us? Does it say what number by chance? I'm curious. Because I know we're approaching 500 if we haven't hit it yet.
490.
490, episode 490. So we'll be hitting that in the next 3 weeks if we don't do any extras. And you guys make it. We are grateful for you guys jumping into the show and making everything rock and roll. We're grateful for anybody that can support us in any financial way as well. We're grateful for that. CancelThisShow.com. You click on the menu button and there's a donate button. If you do it from your phone, same thing, menu, donate. Anything helps us as we continue to bring you the unadulterated truth as we've brought you through from the election into where we are now. And God only knows where we're heading in 2025. There's just a lot of positivity with Donald Trump and crew, but there's also a lot of speculation about just weird, crazy crap going on. And that's what we try to break down and put a lot of time into that. So we are grateful for you guys doing that. Good morning to you, Jamie. Megan is going to be gone today, this week. She is, nothing's bad with her. She's just away with her husband. So taking care of some family stuff there. And we are grateful she may jump into the show and start talking with you guys as well. We'll wait and see. You know, she loves the politics and she can't get away from it like any of us. Jump in, look, see what's happening on the show.
9 a.m.
All right, let's go ahead and rock and roll, buddy. Are you looking to elevate your brand's presence? Partner with Cancel This Show with myself, Vic Faust, and my co-host,
Megan Marie. We're ranked in the top 10% globally.
Our show has reached over 1.68 million engaged listeners, and we continue to grow monthly.
Podcasting is one of the best ways to advertise
because it offers a highly engaged audience, SEO targeted reach,
and the ability to build a personal connection with listeners.
Dive into the dynamic world of cancel culture, politics, all current events, and the latest news with us.
It's the American taxpayers that are having to pay for all of this monkey business left and right.
Look at all of these pictures. They are using AI to generate fake photos, and we show you them. And Joe will show, we got a video of one, we've got certain pictures.
They were hiding the fact and trying to lie to the American people for months that Joe Biden was doing well.
This is Kamala. This is Joe Biden. It's Barack Obama. It's Jake Sullivan all together doing anything and everything they can to strike back at Donald Trump because he continues to kick their ass.
If that doesn't make you mad enough to vote one way or another in this election, nothing will do it.
Get your company's voice heard, your brand recognized,
and the exposure you deserve.
Does your brand align with our mission?
Let's talk and make an impact together. Hey guys, welcome to cancelthisshow.com. Vic Faust here. Megan Marie Moret is out of town this week. Pro Joe in the house, ready to rock and roll with us as well. You know what we do here? It's your news headlines, your politics, cancel culture education, everything from the 2024 election and what happens next right here on the show, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. About 9-ish to 10-ish as we come in live, but you can catch our content every day on all of the social media platforms as well. Feel free to jump in on the podcasting platform as well. We appreciate you guys jumping in today, saying good morning to Kim, Kimberly, Tanya, Karen, Jamie, Greg, the ones I can see on my page. If there's stuff that we missed from the weekend, jump on in. We'll talk about that. If there's something else that you want to add into, please feel free to do that. I feel good. I was talking about it. Congrats to Yellowstone on an amazing run. What an outstanding job. I was just talking about it, was on my mind. Just everything. It was perfect. Perfect in my humble opinion. Outside of Kevin Costner having to leave, but then Kevin Costner leaving, and of course, being unalived on the show made for a freaking amazing season that they had. So there's other shows out there. I just loved it. So that's where we are. Okay. If you want to jump in, go ahead and do so from Facebook, from X, from Rumble. We love it when you do that. Also, like, subscribe, share the show, let everybody know what's happening. Okay. When it comes to the world of news and headlines, lots of things always seem to be there for Mondays. Coming up a little bit later in the show, we're going to dive deep, and I mean deep into it. We'll get into it in just a bit. What the hell's going on with the drones? Are they illegal alien or not illegal? Are they aliens? And we've talked all about illegal aliens. So we switch from illegal aliens to aliens. Is it the government? Is it Project Blue Book? We're going to Agenda 2030, all of the conspiracy theories that are out there. But one thing's for sure right now, we're not getting answers, and we see drones all over the sky. And it's not just New Jersey anymore. It's around the country. We're going to break that topic down. And yeah, okay, go figure. Joe, guess who predicted this in their cartoons?
Simpsons?
Yeah,
Oh
The Simpsons.
God.
Go figure. The Simpsons relevant once again. Also, big weekend for Donald Trump, and it continues to get larger and larger. Donald Trump is, as I have said for a long time, unlike any political figure we have ever seen. And Joe, I'm going to go out of order a little bit, but when you get a chance, can we start with the CNN anchors talking about just what Donald Trump is, how good he is, and how he has somehow managed to take down the entire Democratic Party all by himself, because it sets the tone from things that have happened over the weekend. It sets the tone for what has happened for about a year. Donald Trump putting things in place, knowing the plan after having been president first, and then letting people set traps that they get entangled with themselves first. Because right now, he has put together an amazing team. We've talked about that at length. He has sat back and only spoken when he needed to. And now it's really put into perspective when you have CNN anchors like Van Jones here talking about just how brilliant Donald Trump is.
Donald Trump is smarter than me, you, and all critics. You know why we know? Because he has the White House, the Senate, the House.
Totally agree.
Support, the popular vote. He has a massive media ecosystem bigger than the mainstream built around him and for him, and a religious fervor in a political movement around him. And his best buddy is the richest person in the history of the world, and the most relevant Kennedy is with him. This dude is a phenomenon. He is the most powerful human on earth and in our lifetime. And we're still saying, well, how was this guy? We look like idiots to ordinary.
You're totally right.
Donald Trump is smart.
Yeah, he is. He is everything you just said and more. As we said, it's almost if he has been ordained. Everything coming into light for Donald Trump. I love seeing him out and about. He was at the Army-Navy game. Not only was he at the Army-Navy game, but obviously he was with J.D. Vance. We haven't heard a lot from J.D. Vance in the last month or so. Donald Trump has been putting together his team, but don't think for a second J.D. Vance hasn't been taking care of business either. But what an amazing display to have Daniel Penny join Trump and Vance, Speaker Mike Johnson there as well. The only thing I wished I could have seen more was I wanted to see more Elon, but I know Elon has a family, and gee, the richest man in the world has a lot of things going on. I didn't see him at the game. If he was there, I missed it. But good morning, Ben, Donna. We appreciate everybody jumping in. Michelle, continue to like, subscribe, share the show. Let people know what we're doing, because this is all about America, what we do here. Check out the crowd. Army, Navy, the cadets chanting and cheering USA for Donald Trump. Just everything is about patriotism, the flag, as you watch the entire video montage here. I will explain some of the things for our listening podcast who can't see when there's no audio.
And this tradition reflects not just the spirit of competition, but the enduring ideals of our nation of selfless service, sacrifice, and commitment. And we stand in awe of these cadets and missionmen who are willing to lay down their lives for every spectator in the stands. The 145th contest.
I love it. And one of the best pictures that I saw was Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Daniel Penny all standing together. Daniel Penny accepted an invite from the vice president-elect, J.D. Vance, to come to the game. He was chanted and cheered like he should be as well. This picture is, I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Imagine what has been going through the mind and the life of Daniel Penny after what he has been through. And then, of course, having charges throughout, being found innocent just last week in New York. So you see Daniel Penny here with Donald Trump. You see him with J.D. Vance. And it's phenomenal to think what this president continues to do. They continue to make terrific decisions. They continue to have, they have a grasp and the heartbeat of where America is, what's right, what's wrong, what's not working. Did I not send you the picture, Joe? So we'll show you this picture that I've been talking about. No, it's all good, buddy. Daniel Penny with Donald Trump. Look at Donald Trump smiling. We don't see him smile a lot like that. So this is what Daniel Penny needs after his life was stolen from him on charges that should have never been brought. He wins. America is starting to win under Donald Trump. And I love what we see. I wanted to also just it's something that made me think Donald Trump and his Christianity. And I wanted to hear this speech that he was given about his Christianity in recent times after what happened to him at Butler. And now we see all of this coming to fruition when he talks so eloquently. It's actually going to be the next one. And I switched it up on you, buddy. Yeah. And Megan says, yeah, the subway killer. Yeah, it's sad, some of the things that have been said about Daniel Penny, because he's not the subway killer. They tried to make him that, but he is not. He protected people. That's what he did. And now you see Donald Trump. Just listen to how Donald Trump, and people still want to talk about where he was in years past. This is a different Donald. And that's why you've seen so many people from the left and who are down the middle want to join him, like Tulsi, like Elon, like RFK Jr., and several others. Just listen to him talk about how his life has changed.
At my life's journey and events, I now recognize that it's been the hand of God leading me to where I am today. Thank you. And my faith took on new meaning on July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania, where I was knocked to the ground, essentially, by what seemed like a supernatural hand. And I would like to think that God saved me for a purpose, and that's to make our country greater than ever before. back.
It gives me goosebumps. By the way, Megan is out this week. She's got some personal time with her husband. She may check into the show. Everything's fine with her, but you can feel free to, say hi to her as well. When you watch that video, that's not the same Donald Trump from 20 years ago. It's not the same Donald Trump from his first presidency. And that's why America should feel good, because God only knows what the heck's coming our way. Because we always talk about how everything seems too good to be true right now. And you just know that the deep state will do anything and everything they can to make things bad. That's going to be an issue. They will do whatever it takes to try to make things as difficult, and it's all about control. But every time we look to the right, we look to the left, there's something happening where Donald Trump is winning. Another situation, news came out yesterday. Remember Nathan Wade and that case down in Georgia with Fani? Guess what? He has now admitted to colluding with the White House. He literally has admitted to colluding with the White House to prosecute Donald Trump. Everywhere you look, Donald Trump is winning. Eventually, things come full circle. Eventually, we get that information that we need to get. And thank God that God has Donald Trump's back. That doesn't mean everything's always going to be perfect, because if anybody knows anything about Christianity, it's not about our happiness, it's about our holiness. It's not always about our comfort. It's about our character. And I feel better. I sleep better knowing that Donald Trump's there. And those who wronged him are now starting to pay their bills, literally, like George Stephanopoulos. And this is why I say we don't focus on the past. We focus on the future and focus on the positivity, which is amazing. ABC News and George Stephanopoulos, I'm sorry, have apologized to Donald Trump for George Stephanopoulos defaming him. And before you run to X to try to tell George Stephanopoulos he knew what he was doing, he still did it because he thought he could get away with it. He's quit X. That's right. Little Georgie has left X because he didn't want to deal with the heat. And he's leaving as he and ABC have issued an apology to Donald Trump for defaming him on a show. But that's not it. They also had to pay Donald Trump $15 million. Now, $15 million to Donald Trump is not a huge deal, but to us, it is. And this is what I love best about the story, too, what Donald Trump has done with that money. What has happened with the money is the fact that they have created a charitable contribution. It's a presidential foundation and museum to be established by Trump or his people as presidents of the United States of America have established in the past. $15 million is going to go into that foundation. Additionally, ABC is going to pay $1 million in Trump's attorney's fees. And they had to apologize to Donald Trump because he defamed Trump in interviews on ABC. They've all done it. If Donald Trump really wanted to, he could go after so many networks. He's focusing on the positive, and he's letting his attorneys take care of business. But this is why we say eventually, you know what? Every dog has its day eventually. And the truth is now being shown when it comes to how Donald Trump was treated. But we continue to get victory after victory after victory after victory. And that gets me excited with what I'm starting to see too. Tanya says, money's money. Yes, it is. But the best part about it is the fact that Donald Trump just continues to win as this country continues to win. The other situation that we have going on is the fact that Trump's team is now looking like he's going to get all these picks that he wants to get in, which is absolutely amazing because we're starting to see what the hell is going on around this country, which leads us into a topic today that I never thought that we would be doing. I never thought we would be talking about this, and it started last week. The drones. Okay. Some people will call this conspiracy theory. Some people just don't know. As humans, as Americans, if we don't know a lot, we tend to question things, maybe get a little negative. Do you really trust the government? Do you trust the deep state? Do you trust the people in position to have everything just go perfectly for Donald Trump as he takes office? I don't. I know Joe doesn't. And it's not because we're looking for conspiracy theories or we're looking for controversy. It's because of the information that we have. It's because of the facts that are out there. You've seen the drone video from last week, right? check it out, from New Jersey. Drones everywhere, all over the place, all of a sudden. Certainly, we would have had information come down on this from our government, right? Certainly, Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or somebody would have shown us this. Joe, you can show the video. You can start with the New Jersey, because it all started in New Jersey. 40 to 50 drones all over the place. And of course, we're like, what the hell's going on? You see drones, and we've
all right, so
and
there's one.
You continue to see
There's 3
drones. We're talking 50 out of nowhere that we don't know what's going on. We have no idea. What's interesting about this is, at the end of last week, a New Jersey reporter did a story, and you need to watch this because it's about 2 minutes, but it explains some of the things that are going on. And this gets bigger into us talking about what's Project Blue Book or Blue Beam, what is going on all over the place. Joe, you can go ahead and pop up the New Jersey reporter story, because this explains the size of these drones. And now it's happening all over America. Just last night, about 12 hours ago, an Air Force base, Wright Air Force Base in Ohio, had to shut down because of an unidentified drone that was flying through restricted airspace. They literally had to shut down. Why won't the government explain to us what's going on? This reporter did a really good job of explaining and giving his perspective on what he has seen and what's happening.
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I got to be honest here. You know, when this story first came out a few weeks ago, as a resident of New Jersey, as a journalist, I didn't pay it much credence. I thought it would turn out to be a bunch of pranksters and this would all be over by now. The experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. Take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lights, 6 lights.
I didn't believe what I was seeing. But what was I seeing? We're here in central Jersey. We've been looking for the past hour. I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky. If you look real close, they look like fixed-wing aircraft, about 8 to 10 feet wide, colorful, white blinking lights.
That is not a plane.
Definitely not an airplane, but what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones. Why do you think that is?
We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted the state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here. Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow.
Okay, that puts a little bit of things in perspective. We're doing a deep dive on it today because guess what? We're starting to deal with this. Logan from the chat line says, just shoot one down. It's not that difficult. Why aren't we? Police are saying that they don't even know. Is this something being put together by the government? Are harmful things happening? I also saw a report that Iran is ready to attack the United States with bombs that they already have here, and the drones were looking for them in New York and Massachusetts area along the coast, which is where they started, why you saw so many of them out in the water. But it makes you wonder what the hell is going on. We take a look at more video from what's going on with the drones, and we have a lot of videos to show you. And Joe, you can just pop up what you had next from the standpoint. Are they doing something? Are they spraying things? Are they trying to hurt us in any way? Check out the video now. This is out at ocean, in the middle of the ocean, people on a ferry taking video of about 50 drones just sitting there in the middle of the ocean, all lit up. Okay, what the hell is going on? Once again, as Tanya says, several states, the majority of states have military bases. That's out in the middle of the water. This is not only an issue for us where we look at, but it also can it become an issue for our airspace and planes trying to fly. I mean, we have video now that we show you of a plane getting hit by a drone. And we talk about the drones in regards to, okay, we know a little bit about drones. We're starting to learn more about it. Are they UFOs? No, not necessarily. Are they put forward by our government? Why isn't the White House saying anything? On this video that we're showing people, you're going to see a plane, and this gets freaking scary and dangerous when you're in a plane and you see an engine go out and an emergency landing has to take place because a drone just hit the engine of a plane. And we're showing our viewers, for our podcast listeners, to understand where you're starting to see this from the chat line, seen over Naval Air Station, supposedly. Logan says, guarantee they start hitting rural Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Missouri. One's going to fall. Somebody's going to put that down. But once again, this isn't freaking being talked about. Where's Joe Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? Where's the State Department? Where's the Secretary of Defense? Are we at an issue right now where we're concerned? It concerns me. Why the hell are there drones everywhere? Is this something to hurt people? Is it something to get our attention off of other things that are going on? Is something bigger, more sinister starting to happen? Look at this, though. These videos are all across the country. We'll show you different states that they're coming from. Not only in New Jersey.
Look at it.
But look at this from Detroit.
Babe, look. Babe, look. It's right there. Right there. It's literally right there.
It's a drone.
Dude, look how slow it's flying right now. Look at it.
What is that? Oh my God.
Look at it.
Okay, that's Detroit, New Jersey, New York. How about some of the other tape? And you can just do them one by one. But now you have these drones / some people call UFOs. I'm not going to call them UFOs, of Chicago. And now we're showing you video from the night sky. I believe this is in Maryland right now. Look at the design, Joe. I mean, Joe, you're trying to do the video, but don't those drones look different?
They're definitely different than the other ones that we've seen. Those don't have like the fixed wings like the ones that the guy was reporting on. These are round or circular, looks like.
And that's reported from Maryland. Oh, but that's not it. We've got them in DC. We've got them in Detroit, showing you the video of what they look like. We've got them in Chicago. You have all kinds of things flying through the sky. This from Chicago. Just watch a couple times and you see things just zooming through the city. And now there was video. I'm not showing it to you.
Okay, there's the moon.
Of allegedly one of the drones crashing in the street. Something came from the sky and tore up the street of car. What the hell are these drones? So I'm not trying to drop why can't we get answered? News stations don't know. The government's not saying anything. We're not getting anything from our military unless I've missed something. Have you heard anything, Joe? I haven't.
Not a thing.
Yet this is a worldwide story that we're showing you. I think, do we have more video?
This is over the Capitol building right here.
Oh, let's check
near
this
the
out.
Capitol building.
Not moving. They're staying stationary. They're hovering.
They kind of look wide too.
Look at the lights changing.
It is moving.
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but they're not moving. That's an airplane. Hang on.
Which one? The one closest to the Capitol building?
Hang on, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's an airplane.
But the one in the middle.
That's an airplane. You can see it moving.
Yeah.
The one to the right, or over here,
The one behind the Capitol building is not an airplane.
or over here. That's an airplane. Okay.
Yeah, over there is, but look at
Yeah,
that one.
and I'm saying, like, when you look to the left of the Capitol,
That one's
those are not moving.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They're here.
Can we go back in the car? God.
They're here, Ella.
Okay. What the heck?
From the chat line, my cousins from California have begun to see the drones in their California skies as well. From the chat line, that close to the Capitol, but not being shot down, it makes no sense. Okay, clearly the government knows what's going on. Isn't it clear? Another issue is we have laws in this country where drones have to have lights on them. Clearly UFOs, if you believe in UFOs, and maybe we get into that at some point in time, they're not going to follow our airspace laws. Are they? I mean, they're not going to put lights on their saucers. So the drones are being put up, but with what intention? What intention? What attention? And for the government not to talk about it, what else could be going on? That makes me go, okay, well, what the hell is going on? But there is one thing that's interesting. The Simpsons have been talking about drones and predicting drones for a long time. Joe, if you could find the Simpson video, it makes sense at this point in time, because doesn't it seem like the Simpsons have been involved with so many predictions? Well, we know it. We've shown you them all. Why have the Simpsons for many years been predicting drones and talking about drones in our society? Check this out. They even give you the season and the show number.
The Simpsons predicted the drones in New Jersey. There are a few episodes of The Simpsons that include drones as part of the storyline or in the background. Here are notable examples. The Fool Monty, Season 22, Episode 6. In this episode, drones are used by the government to monitor Springfield's residents. The scene is satirical, playing on themes of surveillance and privacy, which aligns with the broader cultural concern about drones being used for spying. Bart versus Itchy and Scratchy, Season 30, Episode 18. This episode includes drones delivering Itchy and Scratchy toys. It humorously reflects real-world advancements in technology, such as companies like Amazon experimenting with drone deliveries. Sky Police, Season 26, Episode 16. The Springfield Police Department acquires military-grade equipment, including drones. The idea that The Simpsons predicted various future events, including the use of drones, often emerges from the show's clever and satirical portrayal of societal trends. Comment part 2 for more.
Yeah, of course. Simpsons checking in. Are we surprised? No, we shouldn't be. Yes, the music is creepy, but you see it all over social media. Roland says, problem is our government. What if it's China and Iran working together? So they blame Iran, but it's a way for China to get in with Biden allowing it. It's possible. None of us really know. I don't know if there's any wrong or right answers. I just know, and Joe, I'm curious from your standpoint, this is our government, isn't it? But even Trump and his team aren't talking about it. That's where I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on and why haven't there been any explanations?
It definitely feels like a welcomed invasion on all different angles.
To get our attention on something else?
I don't know if it's to get our attention. I really think it's for more sinister reasons.
I believe it's our government.
Yeah.
But do we trust Trump? Do we trust everything that's coming in? Because nobody from Trump's team has said anything, have they? I haven't seen anything like that. But I do see these things on social media. If we get a mass health scare again or straight up attack prior to January 20th, then anything could happen. Maybe the Dimension chief failed on some promises, and now he is forced to deliver in regards to doing something to pay bills for other countries.
I kind of agree with Donna there.
Yeah, she's talking about Orwell's 1984. We've talked about that several times on the show as well. Kimberly says, what if it's CGI? They won't say anything about it or shoot them down because they're really not there. This is another aspect. Are these holograms? Our government, there is evidence of our government working on holographic images since the 50s. Are we really seeing them or are we not? I tend to believe we are seeing them, but I don't know. The holographic images are there. Roland says Trump has, I don't know exactly what, Maybe he has. Greg says if it's China, they know Biden administration won't shoot it down. We saw with the hot air balloon that went coast to coast without being shot down until it left our airspace. It all makes me wonder what the hell is going on. But also, is there an alien invasion? We'll show that video now. I mean, what is going on? Is there more to this story? Some of the videos, you don't know what's true and what's not, but it certainly gets you thinking. I just check this out. Tell me what you think
told you
about
that
this.
An alien invasion is being manufactured. Think about it. Do you really believe the oligarchs would tell us something that they don't want us to know? That slow drip of alien disclosures happening lately, UFO hearings, leaked videos, government officials reluctantly admitting there might be something out there. It's all theater, a drama designed to manipulate you. They want you to think the powers that be are resisting this disclosure, that they're being forced by public pressure to let the truth out. It's reverse psychology 101. The public celebrates, thinking they forced the truth out of the system, but it was part of the script all along. And why would they do this? Simple. Control. Think about it. What better way to unite the world under a single banner than by manufacturing a threat from beyond this planet? And this didn't come out of nowhere. No. Decades of alien-themed movies and TV shows have been conditioning us for this moment. They've drilled into our heads what an alien invasion looks like on the world stage and how it feels. They're priming you to react in exactly the way they want when the fake invasion happens. But here's the kicker. They're not stopping with just a fake invasion. They're going to fuse the concept of aliens with religion. Picture this. Instead of saying humans evolved naturally, they'll claim that aliens were our creators. Genetic modification, advanced technology. What if I told you that an alien invasion...
All right. From the chat line, Roland just saying, hey, I'm just saying that maybe Biden didn't fully get the U.S. into that whole world order thing. So now he has to do something to try to help. We're also told from the chat line that, yes, Vic, Trump did say, shoot one down and investigate. I agree. Why not? If we're in a situation now where we have an incoming president, President-elect Trump, saying that he's going to release the Epstein list, he's going to release information on Martin Luther King, and he's going to release information on the Kennedy assassination, why wouldn't he release information on everything, especially when you have the team that he has together? And Elon Musk with SpaceX and everything else going on. I trust in Trump. I do. I feel they know exactly what's going on. Yet we don't know yet.
I think there have been some that have been downed. I saw some footage.
And or falling.
Yeah, I saw some footage of, I think one fell on a highway. And somebody was driving over an overpass and recorded some footage of like all kinds of police, fire trucks, everything all around. And it was allegedly a downed drone.
But now these drones allegedly are all over America. We've talked about them in California, Wright Air Force Base being shut down last night, all over the East Coast. It's interesting if people start to see them. And if you do, let us know and send us your videos as well, from whether they're holographic images, whether they are. And if they're in the sky, we would be able to tell where they're coming from. And of course, we showed you the video earlier where you had an expert saying they were coming out of the water. Where are they going? They just don't stay up forever, do they? Where do they go hide?
You would think there's a mothership somewhere.
A drone mothership.
That's what they're calling them.
Does anybody think this has anything to do with aliens or just our government? Because I think it's our government. I really do.
I think it's, yeah, Project Bluebeam seems like a real thing.
Well, we have a video of Project Bluebeam. I just wanted to, it gives you a little bit of an example. Then Joe can talk because Joe and his girlfriend watched something last night on Project Bluebeam. And is this actually going on? Is this being done now because Trump won the election? Is this trying to stop his inauguration? Is there something more sinister where our health could be at risk somehow, some way? If these are actual drones, what are they doing? Are they emitting anything? Are they putting out issues that would cause something like a 2020 vid situation again? Here's Project Bluebeam.
I was on something called the UAP task force. There was no indicator of any alien life from what I saw. What I did see was a lot of prep for something that could be used as a tool for manipulation. Look at the way something might move from 50,000 feet to 5 feet. Yes, the propulsion system would be unknown to us, but there's also certain second, third order effects that aren't there, like when a jet goes past Mach 1, you get a sonic boom. Well, there's none of these other types of things that are collateral. So if it were real, it seems to be more of a projection of some type than an actual physical craft.
Have you ever heard of Project Bluebeam? A way to weaponize mass hysteria to get everybody on one page. Okay. The goal of Project Bluebeam would to be project things into the sky. Aliens are real, everybody. This is what we got to do. And everybody goes, holy shit, they're real. I'm seeing it. But they're just projections. They're not even physically there.
I've not heard of that project, but the modus operandi is out of the playbook for sure. I was on.
Joe, you hear this. You watched something with Project Bluebeam last night. What is your take on the situation that's going on?
I think it's highly probable. I mean, with oh my God, my God, Vic.
Well, the Project Bluebeam. No, but the thing I think about when I see that, it's why
I'm trying to think of the chemtrails. With chemtrails, they're putting micro aluminum in the air so they can project these images. So it is highly probable that it is that these are projections, not real actual things. And I actually saw some footage of somebody shooting at one of these, and it just looked like the bullets were going. I mean, like they weren't even hitting them.
Because why wouldn't it be shot down by now?
Right.
Robert from the chat line out of Michigan says the Deagle report from 2025 makes me go, I'm not familiar with it. If you wanted to give a couple excerpts from that, Robert, feel free right now, or explain what's happening from that standpoint, because I really don't know. Roland says, anyone see Angel Studios ad, Homestead? No, I have not seen that. We appreciate everybody jumping in. I'm trying to look at all the comments that we get by myself right now, looking at it. Robert says he does agree, though, with you, Joe. Highly probable they are images, especially since they have no heat signature. They give off no heat. But allegedly they have lights on them.
Yep.
And then this goes into the whole situation. Are there aliens? Not talking about illegal, the aliens from the sky. And would they possibly be involved in something? I'm not going down that road yet.
All I got to say is why now? Of all times, why now when we're having the most problems here?
It's the government issue. Nancy Mace, we'll show you this video too, at Congress, trying to get answers about flying saucers, about drones, about getting information, and literally being stonewalled by government. Why are the government officials doing what they're doing right now?
Okay, so who has the imagery?
I can tell you that in a closed setting.
Can you describe what was depicted in the satellite imagery? Just a description.
It was a UAP, ma'am.
That's it? No other description?
The term that the analysts used, they called it the button. It was a disc-shaped object.
Okay, where was it?
I can't tell you that, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mr. Elizondo, you state in your testimony that, quote, advanced technologies not by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe, end quote. If these technologies are not made by any government, who's making them? Private companies, or are you implying they are crafted by a non-human intelligence?
It may be both.
Okay.
When it comes to Blue Force Technologies, I would not be able to discuss.
Okay. Are you read into secret UAP crash retrieval programs?
We would have to have a conversation in a closed session, ma'am. I signed documentation 3 years ago that restricts my ability to discuss specifically crash retrievals. I submitted for my book through the DOPSR process, which took a year for it to be reviewed. And what is in the book is what I was told I'm allowed to talk about.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes.
Does the U.S. government have any reverse, okay, we already answered that question about retrieval programs. Do any U.S. contractors have the same?
I would prefer to address on the close.
Okay, so who has the?
Okay, Nancy Mace, I love her, by the way. Once again, we get stonewalled with information, and I'm just trying to get answers for the American public. Another interesting point from the chat line. Is anybody seeing these during the day, or is it just at night? Do they disappear in the sunlight? Does that have anything to do with it? From the chat line, distraction. Yeah, and they disappear during the daylight. Abe says, I thought chemtrails were only to poison us in order to control the weather. Now it's to project images. Roland says, no, Abe, you're conflating the two different things. There's a lot of different things that are going on right now. Do we have enough being reported in national media on what's going on, or is this no big deal? It makes me wonder. Check out another video about some of the aspects of what could be happening when it comes to the whole situation, about what's real and what's not real when it comes to why we have the drones and why the government may be trying to play games with us.
Early in 2025, all hell is going to break loose. The volume of sightings, weird objects in the sky, it's off the charts. I am swamped by people sending me videos from all over the world. And it's not just in Bedminster, New Jersey. It's not just in the United Kingdom. It's India, Greenland, Russia, Kazakhstan, China, Japan. I cannot believe the volume of sightings that are going on at the moment. Something is showing itself in our skies. We are going to look back and we are going to say that the autumn of the drones was a turning point. There's consistent sightings of drones over military facilities. It sounds like nothing at the moment, but I wager it's going to turn out to be enormous. I think 2024 in future will be seen, ironically, as the calm before the storm, a reckoning.
Okay, some of the videos are meant to scare you. Some of those are to elicit a response to make you continue to watch. But Joe, as our resident
weirdo
conspiracy theorist that says, I don't know, I'm just telling you, look at everything that's out there. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I don't know. That seemed more like spooky. I don't know. I don't feel like it's aliens. I feel like it's our government or the one world order. That's what I feel.
And
I'm not scared.
And if the drones wanted to do something to us, if they're real, that would have already happened, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you would think if they were going to attack once they go over our border, even in the airspace, you would think that they would attack immediately, not just float around.
From the chat line, guess we need to shine bright floodlights on them and see what happens. Also, all the I'm assuming that's chemtrails you see during a clear day, are commercial flights. My goodness, people, relax.
Oh, wake up.
Why do you say wake up, Joe?
What you don't believe in chemtrails?
I don't know. I'm still learning.
Okay.
Although the earth is flat.
I know that I didn't see them a lot when I was a kid, and now I see them a lot. And flights have been around since I was a kid. So
Connie says, I agree with Joe when you were breaking down some of the information that you were just talking about. I just go, my gosh, I hate, but we're at a different point now when it comes to media. We already know, and the government in so many aspects, government agencies, individuals, the president, for God's sakes, they know. And they don't even try to hide anymore that they know things that they're not telling us. And it's been that way for a while, but we're getting more and more to that point, which leads me back to Donald Trump at his inauguration. Because, Joe, I feel you feel something's going to happen that's going to change the world, don't you?
I do. I think before January 20th, there's going to be something's going to come to a head for sure.
But something that what? Prevents him from coming into office?
Yes. Most likely that's what this is all about. Most likely this is going to be something that's going to come to an head before he gets inaugurated.
His ratings and favorability are at an all-time high. His picks are super popular with Americans. He's winning lawsuits right and left. You got Nathan Wade admitting to colluding with Fani Willis and the White House to prosecute Trump. George Stephanopoulos giving apologies. The View ladies having to read legal notes probably it seems like on a daily basis. Yet Trump continues to gain extraordinarily positive headlines now, and being at the Army Navy game and seeing us everywhere he goes, the stadiums are chanting USA. And then the deep state is going to do whatever they can to stop him from becoming president. Could you imagine what the hell would be happening here in this country if that were the case? From the chat line, guys, it's a publicity stunt for X-Files reboot. Okay. Kimberly says, by the way, Joe, suddenly these days, airplanes fly in perfect grid patterns.
I have pictures.
But is there
above my
another
own home
reason? You have pictures of what?
Of the grid pattern above my own home.
From what you say are chemtrails.
I'm sorry?
What, from?
Yeah, from chemtrails. Yes, the grid pattern that she's talking about. Yeah, it's like perfect grid pattern, north and south.
And the reason for that would be?
To make sure that they cover the entire area. And, well, to put... all right, so there's many different reasons why they're putting the micro aluminum and iron, what is it? Some sort of sulfate. I don't know the exact. I can't look it up. But they are putting. It's not just to manipulate weather. It's also to. I believe the aluminum part is not just for health reasons. And I think it's because of the projection of the holograms.
Well, if they're just holograms, this is the final point of it. If these are just holograms, then what's the end goal? What's the end game here?
Well, I think right now it's just holograms. It might be something else because we're going to be like, oh, we're not afraid of these, and then all of a sudden there's going to be real things coming across our border.
I did see this morning, yesterday, radioactive material went missing in the United States. A trailer showed up damaged with the contents missing, and there's no report of what's going on. Is something being planned against the United States in some capacity?
Do you remember earlier in the year when the whole train car of fertilizer that could be used as explosive disappeared? I think it was actually a couple of different trailers on a train, full trailers of highly explosive fertilizer.
Mayorkas is saying they're going to get to the bottom of it, but I don't really trust that. They sound like, they want to make it seem like aliens are running the show, but I don't think so. I think they want Americans to think that aliens are running the show. And then maybe before you know it, we'll see thousands of UFOs, more and more coming. You just never know. I'm getting chat messages from that standpoint now. From the chat line, the Army uniforms having hangman style wording on the back and showing the Gitmo Bay personnel during game. Very interesting. From what perspective, Kimberly? Talking about the Army Navy game. Greg says silver iodine, Joe. And then Donna says, okay, what kind of planes?
Well, I've seen some footage of people zooming in, and I don't know if it was a fake video or not. Could have been. But it Air Force, USAF was on the wings.
Robert from the chat line says Ba, B-A equals barium. Then you have AL, which is aluminum. Barium and aluminum.
Yep.
Together equals ball from a satanic standpoint. B-A-A-L. Talk about a deep dive right there. He brings up barium and aluminum because of the chemtrails?
Yes.
Did you bring up barium and aluminum?
No, but the other people know exactly what they're spraying. I whiffed on it. I couldn't remember.
No, it is interesting, though. I mean, really, with everything that is happening. I just continue to look all around what's happening.
Well, and then if you think about the 5G towers, they can also vibrate the stuff in the atmosphere as well.
Okay, and I'm not trying to go way off the beaten path, but I bring up missing radioactive material. Literally, you can go and check it out at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission alerts. They're confirming and they're putting it out. Josh Dunlap, who I follow on Twitter, love him, love his updates. You can check him out. He says that you can confirm now that there is radioactive material that has gone missing. It went missing on December 2nd in New Jersey. And there's a report. They don't know where it is. If the drones are real, could the drones be government drones looking for the radioactive material somewhere?
That would be best case scenario.
That would be best case scenario. But think about that. That is insane. The report from the Nuclear Regulatory Report says, and this is interesting, they reported it on December 3rd, that they sent for disposal and it has been lost in transit. That happened on December 2nd. The source is a Eckert and Ziegler model, and then they go through the model with current approximate activity, and it gives the radioactive level. And it says the shipping container arrived at its destination in New Jersey, damaged and empty. The licensee has filed a claim with the shipper. If the source is not located within the next 30 days, the licensee will follow up with a full written report to include the root cause and corrective actions.
Oh, good. Checks and balances.
So it's something else that plays into the fact, is that what the drones in New Jersey were for? But we're also allegedly seeing drones all over the country. Greg trying to interject some humor. Maybe they're looking for the Biden legacy. Not going to find it with drones. Also, Abe says it's a free-for-all Monday. I love it. Well, when it makes sense, we cover the news and the stories. And it made sense because we're really not getting information. And we're still having all of these things that intertwine that make you go, wow, what the hell?
Well, with as weird as everything's getting, it's a free-for-all life at this point. It's just the way that this is the new norm. This is the new norm.
From the chat line, I see all the jet wash, Joe, in the sky. I'm going to get my best zoom camera and find out what kind of plane.
Please, and send it to us. We'll air it on the show.
This is cancelthisshow.com. We're here Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays right now from 9 to about 10-ish. Some days we'll do extra shows. From that standpoint, we appreciate it when you guys support us. And when you can donate to what we try to do here, anything helps. Cancelthisshow.com. You click on the donate button. We are grateful and thankful for those who have donated. Any bit helps. And of course, we're just trying to continue to keep everything that we do up on the highest level that we possibly can. For those who've asked and wondered, Megan Marie Moret is out this week as we continue to do shows. Nothing bad. She's just taking some time with her family and her husband. So she may check in from time to time. You can feel free to say hi to Megan as well. Trump knows. I trust in Trump, will do whatever it takes. But don't think for a second that there are things as people, and I've talked to you about this several times, Joe, and all of our viewers and listeners, that there's so much more that we don't know, that we're not supposed to know about. We never will know about. It's always done behind the scenes. And we managed to talk about all the drones without actually getting into UFOs and how UFOs, unidentified objects, flying objects, are they out there? Are they real? Would they be a part of this somehow, some way? We've talked about the fallen demons, the fallen angels, all of those things coming into the mix. Hell, might as well make it a damn free-for-all Monday as we talk through and try to figure out what's happening all over this world, all over this country right now. But we're grateful.
The show that Danielle and I watched last night said that they were going to project images of each region's god, and they were going to speak directly to people and get everybody together and let them know that there is one God and everybody's been following the wrong God.
So you mean a new world order type?
Yeah, they're creating a new religion.
And what was this show?
This is how it's called the Y Files.
Okay.
It's kind of goofy, but the guy does a lot of interesting things.
Okay, what I don't
on YouTube.
Okay, is it about Project Bluebeam?
Well, not the entire show. This specific episode was about Project Bluebeam, and I think it aired maybe a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah. He does a lot of this kind of
Did you
Friday
and Danielle
kinda
take
stuff.
the same things out of it?
What do you mean? Did we
What
get
was
what?
what was your when you left that show, spending that time?
Yeah.
What is your point? What is the takeaway?
Well, this is really a CIA document. This is a plan that the CIA plotted out. Whether they're actually going through with it or not, well, it's actually looks like they're going through with it.
Damn.
Yeah.
From the chat line, Chris says, if there was to be a terrorist attack in the United States, when would they hit to make it the biggest statement? Christmas Day?
New Year's?
New
July
Year's?
20,
Inauguration for a political statement? Maybe. Any of those. Chris says the Y-Files is great. He does a ton of research.
I love it.
And adds some humor with it. Yeah, we give him a shout out, the Y-Files. How do you spell the Y-Files?
It's WHY Files, and it's on YouTube.
Awesome. Love it. Continue up the great work from that standpoint, too. Wanted to give a shout out to our advertisers today. David Gregory, Missouri State Senator. You don't know about his work there. He is a conservative injury lawyer, 314-619-4230. I've used him twice. Joe has used him twice. You're not going to find a better personal injury attorney anywhere. He can work in every state around the country. You can find him at conservativeinjurylawyer.com. He's not afraid to talk about who he is as a politician. He is the only conservative state senator in Missouri that represents St. Louis County. There's 4 of them. Only one is conservative. He's 7-0 when it comes to people keeping their jobs when they refuse to get that shot in their arm. When it comes to personal injury of any kind, whether it's freedom of speech, freedom of religion, when it comes to accidents, when it comes to anything where you might have suffered injury, Dave is your guy. And when you bring up cancel this, he's going to make sure that your return is 5% more than what it would be because you heard about him and saw it on cancel this. Conservativeinjurylawyer.com. Once again, conservativeinjurylawyer.com. I used him twice and I was blown away. You don't have to sign with him, but you at least give him a call. Check in with his team. I think you're going to be blown away by what you see. Also, CentryH2O.com. Once again, CentryH2O.com. It's the water I drink. It's the water that the Trump children drink. It's what RFK Jr. has when he talks about making America healthy again. If you go to CentryH2O.com /discount /save it'll take you to the site where you'll get a discount. You can literally get this under the sink system now for about $265. Why is it the best system in the world? Well, here's what it does. It cleans, purifies your water like any purifier does, any filter. When that happens, that's fine. You have liquid. That's fine. But it's not doing anything for your body. It's not being absorbed how the natural water that God made for us is supposed to. What do? Through natural processes, they infuse it with oxygen. And where oxygen lives in the body, cancer and other diseases cannot. It's pretty simple. Then it's also infused with calcium and magnesium, as you're supposed to have. And the system is absolutely amazing. I sleep better. I don't have to go to the bathroom as much. And I know that those minerals that I'm getting are being absorbed by my body. If you don't believe me or the humans who are using it, talk to your pets. Look at your pets. If you put a bowl of water that's Century and you put a bowl from your faucet, see what they go and drink, and then see how much they drink of it, because they know they don't want the harmful chemicals. This system gets out everything bad. It gets out the chlorine, the fluoride, the PFAs, the vaccines. That's right. It gets out all of that. You need to go check it out. There's a reason why not one person has sent back a system in 3 years. Not one. Because people know that the best thing you can do for your body is to put water into it, and then you want to put the water that is healthy into your body. There's nothing better that you can do for your body than if you do that. But check it out. Once again, Century H2O /discount /save. Also, want to thank Wendy's in the Chesterfield Valley and in Defiance, Missouri. Great times, great food, work hard, play hard. The food that you're going to get there is amazing. I was at Wendy's over the weekend. I had lunch with Mark Kaysen, talking business. And even though I had to hear some of his Democratic ideals, the chicken sandwich and chili that I ate made everything better. I mean, I could actually listen to him talk about his Democrat ideals and how Trump's a bad person while I was eating a savory chicken sandwich, Joe. I could deal with it. Are you trying to say something?
No, I was just laughing. Because I know the feeling.
And we appreciate Ben and Marla. I mean, if you're going to listen to a Democrat, have your favorite drink, your favorite food, favorite beverage, whatever it takes, favorite music, and just find your zen. Wendy's in the Chesterfield Valley. Hey, we're grateful for Playoff Sports Bar and Grill as well in O'Fallon, Missouri, off Triad Center West. Go in, look for Detroit Mike, find a football game, find a sporting event. Tell him you appreciate him advertising with Cancel This. Hey, it is the season. You may need some clothes. You want to check out Ben Lawler. Ben is getting it done. Tom James. You can contact Ben, b.lawler at tomjames.com, b.lawler at tomjames.com. When it comes to custom clothing, your choices, your fit, lifetime adjustments, and the selection is absolutely amazing. And it may shock you at how affordable custom clothing can be. He's made my jackets. When it comes to the television side, I've gotten suits, I've gotten pants, shirts. They do it all. And there's nothing like having some items that just fit your body, whatever it is, perfect. And it makes you look the best that you can be. You can also give him a call at 314-862-6500, 314-862-6500. Hey, if you're going to do any grilling, you need to use Rockwood charcoal. It's the best charcoal in America, and it's made in the state of Missouri. Rockwood charcoal. Jonathan Heslop taking care of that. The best charcoal in the country is made in the state because of the environment that we have here in our climate, and you're going to want to use Rockwood charcoal. You can get it at Ace Hardware. That's where Jonathan says he would love for you to get it from. He's like, try not to buy from Amazon. When you buy from there, they hurt the little guy. That's what Jonathan says. So he encourages you to check out Ace Hardware. Also, if you haven't checked out Capriati's in Rock Hill, do so. We have the holiday season coming here. When it comes to their incredible, and I mean absolutely incredible catering, you're going to want that Wagyu beef. Their fresh turkey. They roast their turkey overnight, every single night, and slice in the morning for some of the best sandwiches that you're going to find. It is an amazing place. Check out Capriati's. Open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And when it comes to real estate, buying, selling, land, whatever the case, you're going to want to give Megan Livingstone a call. 314-249-1708, 314-249-1708. That's Megan.Livingstone at exprealty.com, Megan.Livingstone at exprealty.com. Megan's going to get your course set out for you. You're going to talk through things. You're going to make sure you have a plan that you understand that you're going to have to stay positive throughout the entire approach, whatever is happening. And you can find and feel confident that Megan's going to take you where you need to go. Once again, 314-249-1708. Get your plan in place, even if you're not ready to do something today. Donna says, by the way, no chemicals in that charcoal. It's all natural. Breaks apart in your hand. That's why it'll work wonderful for you wherever you go. And we're grateful for you guys supporting us as always. If you can donate anything, we're grateful. Thank you so much for supporting us here. We'll be back again tomorrow. Joe, thank you for jumping in as always to make the show as good as it can possibly be.
Always.
Did we leave anything behind?
No, I think, there's the greatest speech of Trump.
Yeah, we'll show that for tomorrow.
Okay.
It really breaks down the political aspect. And of course, as we know, it is a Monday, which means that the news cycle will probably be running full with information that's coming out. God bless our country. God bless you as our viewers and our listeners. We're just grateful for you supporting us. Remember to like, subscribe, share the show. Let people know what we've got going on here. When you do that, it helps us as well. If you do want to donate anything, it's canceltheshow.com, and you click on the donate button. It is that simple. So for Pro Joe and Megan Marie Moret, who is not here this week, I'm Vic Faust. Guys, thank you so much. And let's go make this December 16th a great one. That does it for the fastest hour plus in news podcasting. We'll see you tomorrow. Are you looking to elevate your brand's presence? Partner with Cancel This Show with myself, Vic Faust, and my co-host,
Megan Marie. We're ranked in the top 10% globally.
Our show has reached over 1.68 million engaged listeners. And we continue to grow monthly.
Podcasting is one of the best ways to advertise
because it offers a highly engaged audience, SEO targeted reach,
and the ability to build a personal
connection with listeners.
Dive into the dynamic world of cancel culture, politics, all current events, and the latest news with us.
It's the American taxpayers that are having to pay for all of this monkey business left and right.
Look at all of these pictures. They are using AI to generate fake photos, and we show you them. And Joe will show, we got a video of one, we've got certain pictures.
They were hiding the fact and trying to lie to the American people for months that Joe Biden was doing well.
This is Kamala. This is Joe Biden. It's Barack Obama. It's Jake Sullivan, all together doing anything and everything they can to strike back at Donald Trump because he continues to kick their ass.
If that doesn't make you mad enough to vote one way or another in this election, nothing will do it.
Get your company's voice heard, your brand recognized,
and the exposure you deserve.
Does your brand align with our mission?
Let's talk and make an impact together.